Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching...
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see. Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left his castle for 5 years, and now this?
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
What's Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do to just hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
You're right, Goethe. I apologize. Forget I asked. Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Just tell me anything.
He's not had a very happy life, but I've done my best to provide him with a little comfort.
Just tell me anything.
He thought he was the last of the Ritter line until he found out about you.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see, without the power or magic they once had.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries. No one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
It's a lion's head, carved in stone. Gerda's desk looks old and well used, but well cared for. Her chair is more modern. Gabriel can't do much with the salt while it's on the desk. At the moment, Gabriel can't think of a need for the salt. Gerda wouldn't appreciate Gabriel messing with her lunch. A few tapestries hang on the wall. Gabriel isn't sure if they mean something or if they're just good insulation. There's a dragon's head on the wall. Gabriel takes the scissors.
This scroll looks interesting. You handsome devil, you. I don't have to right now. Even if I had to, I wouldn't.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. Gabriel isn't interested in sitting at the moment.
Basura. Esa agua, ok.
Gabriel would need a pretty good reason to stick his hands in the puddle of rainwater.
Putting water in my pockets is really gonna give people the wrong impression about me.
Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge where some rainwater has gathered into a puddle.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to sit my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
A fire blazes steadily in the stone fireplace.
No thanks.
The fire's already blazing, and Gabriel doesn't want to put it out. It's an old-fashioned canopy with heavy bed curtains. It's the biggest bed Gabriel has ever seen. The portal says, "Nor der Rheins darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Feuer. Schreitet heuer durchs Portal." The door is surrounded by an ornate lintel. It's locked. The only way to open that door is with the right key.
I'm tired, but it's daylight here. I can't sleep when it's light outside.
The bed is much too large to tote around, unfortunately. Gabriel doesn't have a reason to kneel at the altar right now. There's no reason to put the scroll on the altar. Three panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be. Candelabra flank the altar. 3 panels hang.
I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
The candles are already lit, and Gabriel doesn't want to extinguish them. Perhaps it's an illusion caused by the colored light from the window. But this chapel gives Gabriel a sense of something truly mystical. The pews look uncomfortable. Gabriel would rather not sit there. Perhaps it's an illusion.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to sit my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Gabriel has no time to explore Rittersberg. He's got pressing business inside the castle.
Can you tell me about this scroll?
It is the scroll of St. George, patron saint of England and of the Ritter family.
Do you want this dagger back?
No, it belongs to your family.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English it means, only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
Great, thanks.
Aunque creo que no cumple nada de todo eso, pero...
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritter line must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding. A ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh, ugh.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now. Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjäger. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many, many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There's a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Tell me something about...
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the Schattenjäger have always gone out to battle the forces of evil.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
There are legends of how powerful the family once was, of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle and, in turn, Rittersberg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersberg have been in decline.
¿Qué más información tenemos?
That's not a bad... There's no reason to put... That's not a bad idea. But Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first.
Algo me dice que necesito un cáliz.
I don't have to right now. Even if I had to, I wouldn't.
Supongo que podría ser
Gabriel
un
takes the chamber pot.
charco.
Putting water in my pocket.
Bueno, no tan así. Supongo que en el cuenco.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water.
En segundo vi esto.
The fire's already...
Uy.
No thanks. Putting water in my...
Completado. Segundo. Veo fuego. O un mechón de cabello.
That's not a bad idea.
Don't get personal.
The second panel shows hair and a knife. That's not a...
Creo
You've
que...
already got me, you lucky devil.
Lo que...
Knight. Gabriel Knight. In case someone wants to know.
Vale.
The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background.
De
The
nuevo
second panel shows
cabello
hair
mucho,
and a
entonces-
knife. There's no reason to use...
Un momento. ¿Será que tengo?
It wouldn't do much good to do that here in the bedroom.
I don't cut my hair without a damn good reason. Don't get personal.
The chamber pot is old, but clean. The sixth panel shows a scroll. The fifth panel shows someone kneeling. The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The second panel shows hair and a knife. The
Entonces es el
first
primero.
panel.
Segundo.
The second panel. The second panel shows hair and a knife. The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The second...
Para dormir. Daga.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't cut my hair.
Ay, no, no, no. Wow. Aquí.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
Será ese cáliz.
The display. The fire's already...
El salón. Huh. Tercero.
The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background. The sixth panel shows...
Sexto.
The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. That's not a bad idea. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar. Gabriel can't see a way. There's no reason to put the dagger. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad... The chamber pot is hardly a chalice, but it's the best Gabriel can come up with.
Okay.
The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The chamber... Talking to the chamber...
No.
There's a chamber pot on the altar. That's not a bad idea.
Don't get personal.
That's not a bad idea. But Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first. The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background.
I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
Agua, significado de agua.
Don't get
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Nothing. Gabriel has the sneaking suspicion that he left out something. Perhaps that's why he doesn't feel any different. Thinking of the 5th panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad...
No, creo que me está faltando algo. Llegar. Ok. Vamos a ver.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
No. ¿Acaso necesito un poco de agua o qué? No, pero revisarme.
Thinking of the 5th...
Ya.
That's not a bad...
Dame una pista porque la verdad que estoy perdiendo. Gracias. Bueno, una buena pista me trató, pero...
The 3rd panel shows a chalice on a table, with
Hola.
ocean waves in the background.
El océano fondo. Ah, sí, la sal. Sal. El cal portugués. Oh.
Gabriel can't do much with the salt while it's on the desk.
Tuve que ver.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No?
Thanks.
Curioso.
Gabriel knows the salt is important, but it doesn't seem right to put it on the altar in the shaker. Gabriel knows the salt is... Thinking of the 3rd panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot. Thinking of the 4th panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oh, oops. Nearly hit an artery.
Thinking of the 5th panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
Y el pergamino.
Thinking of the 6th panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own. It worked. Something's happening.
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
No, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Herr Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Your soul smells, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger?
I do!
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn?
Uf.
You have used people all your life, never committing to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
No!
There are only two things that redeem you. First, that you have ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a Schattenjäger until you have earned it.
How?
I cannot show you the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yes, now you ask for purification. You shall have it.
Oh no!
Día 8. Dentro de una cámara oculta donde no merecía estar, por fin encontré la rueda. O fue la rueda quien me quiso hallar.
What a night. I'm sore all over.
Oh, ¿vieron eso?
There's a key on the table.
I don't believe it. It's the key from my dream.
Interesante. No usaron la llave sino eso que acabo de ver.
It fits.
Diario de Ritter. No.
Although it probably won't shed any light on Wolfgang's whereabouts, Gabriel picks up a book from the Ritter section. This book is entitled Malleus Maleficarum, The Witch Hammer, dated 1486. It's a witch hunter's manual from the Inquisition.
I'm not so sure I'm really interested in knowing about some of my ancestors.
Realmente no. No sería nada conveniente.
It moves.
continúe. Aquí. Perfecto. Ok. Veamos. No. Aquí. Claro. Aquí.
Gabriel slides the last tile into place, revealing a compelling coat of arms image of a lion and a snake that looks familiar somehow. With the shield's image in the proper order, the wall opens to reveal a hidden room.
No funcionó. Interesante.
Behind the wall is a shrine to Schottenjäger's past, their weapons, trophies, and legacy.
A Schottenjäger trophy room. Fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Gabriel pulls out a book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans
El
through
libro
it.
que dijo el
The
profesor.
People's Republic of Benin is an area of rich and diverse cultures and a proud heritage. Before slaving devastated many tribes, this area was populated by some of the oddest, fiercest, and most powerful tribes in tribal Africa. The Fons, the Dahomies, and the terrible Agri. The book The Primal Ones by John Roots provides insight into these fascinating cultures. Gabriel pulls before the book The Primal Ones by John Roots.
Interesante. Creo que conseguí la pista que necesitamos. Un tiro. Bueno chicos, hasta aquí estamos. Adiós.
Hola